Plaintiff Anna Scrimshire says after she and the defendant became roommates, they discovered they both had the same STD. Anna says the defendant blames her for word getting back to the defendant's boyfriend, who had no idea that the defendant was infected. And the defendant got angry and moved out. Anna's suing for rent and a security deposit. Defendant Deborah Wittenbarger says Anna had no right to tell people her personal business, and now Anna's turned Deborah's own family against her. Deborah doesn't believe she owes Anna any money, and in fact says, if anything, she's overpaid.
Prove your case.
Well, I met Debbie at work. We become friends. She introduced me to one of her friends. I got married, and we got divorced. We moved in and as roommates, and everything was fine. And then one day, me and my friend was talking about people having herpes, and I had said something about Debbie having it because I also have it. And she wasn't taking medicine, and I was, and it got back to her boyfriend, and she come home and said that she didn't want to be my friend anymore, and that she was really mad.
You don't think she should have been?
Well, the girl that I was talking to is also her friend. And we were just, the conversation wasn't about her.
Did she already know? Did her friend already know?
I don't know, probably not.
Right. So you don't think she should have been upset that you would tell someone that she had a STD that didn't know?
Well, she was just saying that she had it and her sister-in-law had it.
But I'm asking you.
Yeah, and I was saying
do you think, let's put it this way. Would you have minded if she told someone who didn't know that you had herpes?
You know what, I wouldn't have cared, honestly.
You wouldn't care?
No, because I know I have it and I have to live with it, and
I know,
take
but that's
medicine
personal.
for mine. Well, I mean, you should tell people you have it. And
I
you should
know.
take medicine
All right.
for it.
If you believe you don't have any problem, and obviously you don't because you've told the nation. All right, go ahead. No problem. Go right ahead.
And she got the landlord to let her out of the lease, and she owed me for rent and for the deposit.
For the month she was living with you?
No, just for the month of February, and she moved out like the first or second week in March.
How much?
$625.
Okay.
And then it's $620.
Why don't you give me some background before we get to the actual amounts?
I told her that she was not my friend because friends don't do that to friends. She has went to all my friends, tearing me down, to my daughter, my family,
That's
my
not
mom.
true.
Yes, it is.
She told your daughter?
She said things to my daughter. She bought her beer. She was letting her smoke in the home, which I did not allow smoking in the house.
Then you can ask her.
That's your primary motivation for moving, is that you didn't think that you all could stay together anymore after that.
Ask her why she was smoking in the home.
And that's reasonable.
She made it totally impossible for me to want to live there.
I agree. Let me allow her to get back to the issues she's suing you about.
The rent, that was for the rent. The $625 for the month.
Security deposit, why does she owe you for that?
That was when we moved into the home. The whole amount, the rent and the security deposit, was made by my trust. And we had an agreement, which the landlord was there. I have a statement from him saying that we had an agreement that she would pay me back, and she hasn't paid me back.
Right. And what about the carpet cleaning?
She has a small dog, and that when we moved out after our year, that they were going to take out $200 out of the deposit to pay for carpet cleaning because the dog was there. And I have pictures of the carpet where her dog Gabby had pottied on the floor in several places, and some red mud where her and her boyfriend tracked in and out getting her stuff out.
And the landlord charged you for that?
He's charging me for it when I move out at the end of August.
Ma'am, what do you say to these things?
Well, Your Honor, when we first moved into the house, I paid her the rent.
Did you pay February?
February, yes. No.
All right, so don't you believe you owe for February?
I told her that when I moved out, she was going to get the security deposit back. She was going to be getting my part of the security deposit, and she could keep that. And that was $625, and that was part of the rent. She never said anything.
Okay, well then that means she didn't agree.
I couldn't talk to her because every time
but nevertheless, you didn't have an agreement. What about the security deposit?
We agreed that the deposits that I paid to have the utilities turned on and for her phone go toward the security deposit.
How much did that amount to?
$725.
So
Plus,
you
I
actually-
also gave her $200 in cash because her money hadn't been deposited into her account yet.
Okay.
And that was on the 7th.
Did she pay you her half?
No, I just,
Well, then she owes you money.
I can't take money from her.
Oh, okay. Well, you're going to have to pay her then. Because you owe her. Let's get to the carpet cleaning for...
Can I say something?
Yes.
She had already had all the utilities in her name at the apartment she was living in before she moved in with me.
And she just
had them
transferred?
transferred, so she...
Is that true?
No, the only utilities I had for
You just
that
said no.
particular... The utilities I had for KUB was my electric. The KUB at that residence was for gas.
Did you transfer any utility from your previous residence
for gas.
to this one?
Only
so
for
the
gas.
answer is yes.
Only for gas.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Why are you rolling your eyes at the top of your head? I haven't said anything wrong. You're the one that attempted to mislead me.
No.
That's contempt. Let me give you a suggestion. Don't ever roll your eyes at a judge when you're being sued in court. All right? Not smart. Answer the carpet cleaning. What do you have to say about that?
In our lease, there is nothing stated as far as a pet fee, pet deposit, cleaning fee, nothing.
Anyone have the lease?
Yes.
I have a lease.
But
And
did your pet damage the carpet?
Not damage it, but she did potty, and I did have a carpet shampooer.
Please explain to me what type of cleaning fluid you use. Because I've had a few dogs, and most people I know that have had dogs, they are unable to totally remove all of the stains. So I'm sure many of us would like to know what it is you use. Would you share that with us?
It's just a Bissell carpet cleaner.
Just a regular carpet cleaner. All right, you've kind of hurt your credibility because I have personal knowledge that that's not the case. Does this say there's nothing regarding having the apartment clean?
We signed leases at 2 different times, and the reason why mine
I need the
don't-
most recent lease.
I went to his house and signed mine. She did not. She signed that lease after I signed mine.
But
They
it's
may
for-
be the same lease,
Yes.
but we signed them at different times.
Well, quite frankly, the landlord had a separate lease with the two of you.
Yes.
You're right, because he had a lease with you with only your name on it, and he had a lease with you. So your landlord is the one that has to sue her for the carpet cleaning. With regard to the security deposit, I believe she owes you for that, $625, and I believe she owes you for the rent if you paid it on her behalf, and that is for $625 as well. I'll give you $12.50. That's your judgment today. Have a good day.